First of all, on the topic of horse breeds and suitability for riding, I think one of the things, if we're looking at getting a horse, you should think about what it is that you want to think. And I feel that sometimes it's very tricky when people are looking for different things to do with horse. They make a choice of a horse because they like it, and in the suitability for what they've bred this horse for, it might be very different direction of what then the owner would like to do with it. And obviously, although dressage training is for all horses, as in its original form and for its original purpose, because dressage training in its original purpose is obviously training for soundness, for the well-doing of the horse, to create a correct suspension system and to create the capacity to carry a rider well into old age. So for all horses, it's very beneficial. But of course, if we want to specialize and we want to go to a level of dressage training where we're thinking about canter pirouettes and piaffe training, and then when we want to do even more than that, for example, if we want to go on to the high school movement, that's not always for every horse suitable. Let me take some examples of that. For example, in the direction of breeding, and really in the direction of breeding and suitability as a riding horse, it's really more modern breeding. And over the last, say, 50 years of breeding in particular, that horses have gone into different directions in their typical breed classes and being selected, and then fast forwarding that selection process with all of the modern science, AI techniques, embryo transplants. It really speeds up the process of breeding into a certain direction, because all of a sudden this one popular stallion that people are thinking this is really beautiful for what we want in this breed is all of a sudden distributed over, I don't know, hundreds or maybe even thousands of mares. And that would normally not have happened in earlier days. And that was a good thing, usually, because it can go very quickly downhill in suitability for a riding horse. Think about some of the lead classes, Arabian horses that you can't actually ride anymore, which is fine, as long as people do not want to ride them and expect the things of them that we would expect of a riding horse. And some standard breds. Something that I really learned more in Australia about the standard breds and in Holland, even though in Holland it's very popular, the racing. They do a lot more pacing races over here. And those pacers are often, it's hard for them to carry a rider's weight. The angles are a little bit out. And so that's something that we can have a look at. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just have a look at those slides and things first, and then we'll jump into Andrea's lesson because we started that now.